It's time to grab some friends, head down the stairs, and play old games in the basement. Look out for Uncle Hank.
Hey, kids, you want to make a puzzle?
No, go away, Hank.
Get out of here.
No.
Go.
Just one puzzle.
No.
Just
Get
one.
out of here.
No.
Okay, it's just a simple 12.
No. Hank, leave.
Out.
Is this because of last week with
Out.
the 69 puzzle?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes, it was.
Just go.
Okay, I'll leave, but I just need to say one thing.
What is it?
You'll love this puzzle.
No. Get out of here.
It's just a puzzle of Tetris.
No.
What did we say, Uncle Hank?
I mean, you said Tetris. Okay, fine.
Tetris with nothing but 69 pieces.
Get out of here. Out.
Get out.
Shun the man.
Okay, bye.
It's time for old games in the basement.
Woo! Woo!
And welcome to Old Games in the Basement. I'm your host, Grant.
And I am Ross, the fat man.
I'm Chris, the Chaos Gamer 137 man.
I'm Sin, the guy who's going to kill everyone here.
Uh-oh.
Sounds about right.
And? You know your name.
No, I don't.
Wait.
It starts with a K.
No,
It
it-
ends with an L-E.
No, his name, he's not R. Kelly.
Oh!
Ah.
Not just Kelly. Rapist Kelly. I mean...
Whoa.
That's a jar
That is a
already.
jar
We
for
just started and that's you a- had to that's- do something for
You're
the
breaking
jar.
your record again, man.
That's
Right.
a jar joke.
Right
was-
out of the
that was
gate,
too
man.
far. That
Right
was too
out of
far.
the
What is
gate.
wrong
was
with
too
you?
far. That was too
Too
far.
much.
See, I was saying he wasn't R. Kelly. You were like, nah, I gotta go further with
I was
this.
gonna say, we were
And
trying
this
to...
is to go even farther beyond.
Don't you fucking dare.
No.
Stop.
Don't.
You want
Stop right
$3 in
there.
the jar?
At this point, I'm not even gonna say jar anymore. I'm just gonna pick it up and rattle it.
That's what we're supposed to do.
I mean, that's the whole thing. They'll know. People will know. If they don't,
Hi, people. This is the jar Grant owes money to every time he says something dumb.
This is
Like
right.
rapist Kelly. Give it
Like,
R. Kelly.
most
is a
people,
rapist,
North
so.
people have a swear jar. We have a stupid things Grant says jar.
Pretty much.
Which, guess what? It's already a fourth of the way full.
Right.
It's more like a sixth.
Yeah, either
Yeah,
way.
whatever.
There's more money in there than should be.
That's,
Yeah,
that's
very
true.
much so.
Very true.
But anyways, as we're on the introductions, of course, we've got Grant,
yes.
we got Ross, we got Chris,
Yep.
we got
We got
Sid,
Sid.
and I, of course, am Kelly.
Yeah.
The goat man.
No R or anything. Just Kelly.
He's
Yes.
the goat man.
Captain Goat. That's Captain Goatman to you. Thank you very much.
Fine.
Fucking pleb.
Ugh.
So
But
how about we do
what-
a quick
what-
little roundabout introduction on how everyone's week's
Yep.
been so
It's
far.
Two week
been
update.
two-
I like the 2 week update.
I'll go last this time.
Oh,
I got a
yeah.
very
Oh, no. I
special
was going to
thing.
say, Ross, you better go last.
I did a very special thing.
Grant,
All right, Grant, you go first. I'll go and we'll first. go.
We'll go this.
We'll just go
count.
this way. Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
well, kind of a special week as of this week recording. My sister did get married yesterday.
Hooray!
So-
rice,
Yeah,
bro.
throw
Roll
some
the rice.
And
blow the bubbles. Blow the bubbles.
yours truly
Oh, and
was,
there went the pigeons.
Oh,
yours
no.
truly was the minister. So
Nice.
I did.
you married your own sister.
Phrasing.
I married off my own sister.
Phrasing.
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 I'm with the man.
Phrasing.
Very important.
Phrasing.
Phrasing, very much so.
I was just saying the
but
correct
still,
shit.
phrasing.
I know.
But anyway, but still, that's great, man. That's
Yeah,
great.
so,
Yeah, all
so
right.
she got married. We
And-
went
and
out
you got
and
possession
we
of
had
the
some
cat.
food at a nice little place here in Toledo, Ohio, where we are at.
Oh,
Where
which
exactly
place?
was this place?
It's upstairs of where the Mommy Bay Brewery is, Rockwell. It's
Okay,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I know that
Yeah,
place.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's actually not a bad location.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
very nice. It was a small little get together. There was like 15, 20 of us, give or take.
Not bad.
Oh,
not
okay.
bad.
Relatively
Beautiful.
small.
And of
Yeah.
course, with Mommy Bay right there, you guys got great booze.
Yep, exactly. So I had it's called the Dreamin' Demon was the name of the
Interesting.
beer. It was
Okay.
12%, which is really high for a
For a
beer.
beer.
They
Yeah.
give you
Yeah.
the good stuff.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
very good. It was kind of like a caramely kind of I don't know how to really describe it. Very good beer though.
Okay.
If only
you're ever
beer
in the-
didn't taste like carpet.
I mean,
Yeah.
just from Grant's saying it, maybe this one doesn't.
Maybe.
This one was good.
I mean,
it
not
was,
that
it was
you'll
a craft
ever
beer.
know.
It
No.
wasn't like you're drinking like Bud Light. So if
Yeah.
you're anyone who's watching this, if you're ever in the area of Toledo, Ohio, check out the Mommy Bay Brewery. I definitely give it a recommendation.
Though, if I
Shameless
if I
plug.
could, if I could,
Yeah.
Shameless plug.
shameless plug. But
Shameless
if I could add one thing, if you can avoid Toledo, it's boring as shit.
If you have to be here though, yes.
Yeah.
If you somehow end up here,
If
Yeah.
you have
Yes.
to be here and you need alcohol to entertain yourself,
Yeah.
Mommy Bay Brewing.
They do
Yeah.
they have some pretty good food there too.
Yes.
If you want some good food, I can always recommend Giorgio's or Manhattan's.
Don't forget Spaghetti Warehouse.
That's a
That's
good
good.
place. That's a good place.
Moving on, Kelly. What's new with you, buddy?
I bought a train.
You bought a train.
You bought a train.
Sweet.
I bought it not like an actual train, just a little.
That would be your dream day.
That
Yeah.
would be my dream. If I had just endless gobs of money to throw around, 100%. But no, I bought a little model.
You bought it. Yeah, you showed me a picture of it. Pretty
Yeah.
cool stuff.
It's green.
You're very into the trains, I know. So.
Yes, I like the choo choo.
He likes
He li-
The train goes choo choo choo.
He likes the spam trains.
At the risk of making my own jar joke, I am the juju who likes the choo choo.
No, that's relevant.
Actually, I like that.
No, it was relevant. It rhymed. It is good fun. It works.
Yes,
Right.
it's I have to do.
It's still a dumb pun.
I love it, but it's so awful. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh my
But it's
god.
awful in the good way.
Yeah,
That you
yes.
love it,
You're welcome.
basically.
You're welcome.
I am welcome. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Ugh.
So besides the train, what else?
Yeah. Anything else new?
Not much. Just chilling. Settling into my new job at the plastic factory. That's
Yeah,
that's
there
pretty
you go.
fun.
Making urinal cakes.
Well, I actually make one of the machines I run makes the holders for the urinal case. So those little triangular plastic
Yeah.
thingies that you see. That's what I was doing all day. Well, all night Thursday was. I literally just had to fill the box with these things. And then put them on the pallet, and they paid me $14 an hour to do that. It's like, are you kidding me? This is the easiest money I ever made.
Yeah.
I'm loving it there. I wasn't so sure about having to work third shift, but I actually kind of like getting ready.
Adjust.
I like being able to get out of work as the sun is rising, especially here in the wintertime. The winter sunrises are amazing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Yep.
I can't agree to that.
Yep.
Yep.
One of the nice things about waking up early.
Yep.
For sure.
Yeah. What about you, Sim?
So I got 2 new Lego sets. Both of them are the Friends Lego sets.
Yeah.
I know some people here do not like Friends. I love Friends personally. It's a great show.
I don't care for them.
I know.
Overrated.
It's okay. I'd rather watch Seinfeld for sure.
Oh,
Also overrated.
I actually have that. I got that set on Excelsior
Hey.
Day.
Yeah, I do
Seinfeld
remember
has-
you getting that.
Seinfeld
Yeah.
has the contest.
What's the?
Seinfeld has a lot of brilliant episodes. Like
It
that.
has good ones.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's like the greatest show ever
Not the
made,
greatest
but
show, but it's very witty because it's very relatable.
and
Yeah.
back before Michael Richards was an awful person.
Yeah.
Yep.
But-
That's Kramer, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank
But
you. Thank
moving
you.
on.
Okay, but no. Besides that, I haven't touched them at all, and not because I'm not interested in it. I want to build them. I've just been busy with Horizon the whole fucking time. Horizon Forbidden West
why
has
am I-
taken over my life right
Same,
now.
buddy.
Why am I not
Same, but
surprised?
Elden Ring in my case.
Man, if only it was a good game.
It
It's
is.
still Horizon
Hey,
Forbidden
Dark
West.
Souls did win the Ultimate Game of the Year award, which is like the
You
most
can't
prestigious-
trust what award shows say.
That's true.
I mean, there was an entire
Award,
award.
as another friend of mine once said, award shows are nothing but an industrial-sized circle jerk.
That's
It
true.
is true.
That's
Nah,
true.
okay, but no.
The sixth example.
I'm
where-
just saying, Elden
Just think the
Scrolls
game
or
award-
Elden Ring, beautiful.
Yeah.
I could say that I will say we only say this thing about Horizon, both of them.
Yep. No, like both Zero Dawn and Forbidden West.
Oh.
I love these games. I know there are other games coming out this year that'll also be amazing.
But for now,
But for now, Horizon Forbidden West, Game of the Year.
it is
and-
so good on the eyes.
And I'm saying this again because it was bullshit back in 2017 for Zero Dawn. The fact that everyone was sucking Breath of the Wild's dick.
Breath of the Wild was better.
No.
No.
Oh, here we go. Controversy.
Oh, spicy
Oh,
time.
Spicy time.
jeez.
Nah,
No.
Hey,
my,
to be fair,
to be fair,
To be
fair.
fair.
Nier Automata was the best game that year. I don't care.
it
what
was
I'll
it was
agree to
one
that.
of. It was definitely
Yeah,
one of.
that was
But
my
no,
favorite.
it's like when it comes to Breath of the Wild though, people are like, "Oh, it was the greatest game of 2017. Nothing better besides Mario Odyssey." And I'm just like,
No.
how
How
about
much did
no?
the plumber pay you?
Yeah. No, like
No,
seriously.
seriously, that year. If it was for all major AAA based awards, Zelda was winning them.
Zelda
Yep.
won
Breath
all,
of the
yeah.
Wild was winning, and if it was an indie game, it was Cuphead. But I'll give it to
Yeah,
Cuphead.
Cuphead was great.
Oh, yeah,
Cuphead
Cuphead-
actually good.
Oh yeah,
I've
no.
tried Cuphead only once so far.
I don't think
Yeah.
anyone would hate Cuphead. It's
Even
just
the-
a great game.
Nah.
The only thing I hate about Cuphead,
Well, it's hard, but
yeah,
But-
it is a game of frustration.
Yes, it
can
is.
be.
It
That's
is
where you gotta
it is
get good at the game.
You really do.
it is a beautiful, cel-shaded,
Hand drawn by the way.
hand-drawn
Yeah.
Everything.
war of attrition.
Would
Yes.
would you
But-
guys compare it to a modern day Contra?
It very much
Yeah.
is like Contra.
Yeah,
I
can allow that.
It's run and gun.
I mean, it's a boss rush. With
I mean, the
some
main
guns.
characters are already red and blue, so yeah, I'll allow it.
Yeah.
I'll allow it.
I mean, for fuck's sake.
It's like 1930s cartoon
heck,
Contra.
One of
Oh,
the
yeah.
weapons is literally called spread.
Yeah.
But it only works in certain bosses. Otherwise, I recommend using either the loop back or the bouncy ball.
Okay, but so the last thing towards my 2-week catch up is as of today, and this is a shout out to one of my best friends, Nora. Nora, I love you if you're listening to this whenever this fucking comes out. As of today, her girlfriend of 7 years, both of them love Kingdom Hearts. Both of them cosplay Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts is cool.
It fucking is. Who here doesn't like Kingdom Hearts? Raise your hand.
No
one doesn't like Kingdom Hearts. Good. So her girlfriend of 7 years proposed to her today
It's a
with a
Papu fruit.
Papu fruit cake,
Papu.
sea salt ice cream
there we
cake,
go.
and Papu fruit cupcakes. And
That is
Did
Did I
is
show that in
brilliant.
front of the camera?
yeah, go ahead.
That is brilliant.
Congratulations, Nora. And I hope you and Jessica have
Congratulations on your life. Hope it goes well for you.
Make sure it orients properly.
There you go.
Yep.
Hope
Yeah.
life goes well for you, kids.
Yep.
Yep.
And the characters they always cosplay together because it's their fucking ship is Zigbar and Zaldin.
That is an interesting dynamic.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like
I don't think I've ever even heard of that ship.
Here, this is the little decoration, which is their weapons on the one cupcake.
Ah, nice.
That is some good detail right there.
That is.
Oh, yes.
My
I-
favorite character is probably Axel. I just like him.
Everybody likes Axel.
Yeah.
Everyone,
Everyone likes Axel.
everyone loves
That's
Axel.
true.
You
I mean, who-
basic
You
bitch.
got it
I know.
You got it memorized that much?
Memorize what?
Ah.
Oh, you had to do that. You had to do that.
To be fair, it's just you got it memorized.
Yeah.
Not that
I
much.
know.
Yeah,
I just
so.
want to say that much just for.
And,
Just for my
and
sake.
just for clarification, I've only played each game one time. I'm not like a super Kingdom Hearts fan. I do like them though.
Oh no! Like,
Hey everybody, it's
Well-
Kingdom Hearts cutscene.
I feel,
There's
like,
been
I
at
feel
least-
like some people get really,
there's been at
really,
least-
really into Kingdom
There's
Hearts.
one or two Kingdom Hearts games I've only played once.
So let's
I'll be-
replace the
I'll-
word darkness with bees in order to make just as much sense.
out of all the,
I'll be honest.
Everybody
Yeah.
is Xehanort. Everybody is. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean,
Aqua
no,
got
it's
Norded.
no, it's
Norded.
either.
I will never forget that.
No, okay, so really quick. First of all, when it comes to Kingdom Hearts, it's either everyone is Xehanort or everyone is Sora.
Basically,
there is
yeah.
no in between.
I
There is no
mean,
It's a
individuality.
little ridiculous, but that's kind of the charm, I think.
The only exception is Aqua because Aqua is best girl and plain badass as shit.
kind
I mean,
of
she
agree,
also-
except
I mean,
that
she
got
also-
better,
she also-
direct in the third game.
There's
though.
here's the thing though. She's also the only one of legal age.
Oh my god! Right?
Yeah.
You
Oh.
might be right on that, actually.
No, I am right on that
I
one.
think you
Kyrie's
are.
only 15.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I could have swore she was a little younger than that.
No, 15. She's about the same age
How
as
old
Sora.
is Aqua supposed to be?
Aqua's like in her early 20s.
Yeah,
Aqua and
that's what I
Terra are
figured.
supposed to be like 19, 20.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
so,
like the oldest of the protagonists, right?
Yep.
They are, yeah.
Technically, they're even older because
If you
know,
count the
birth-
time skip.
Yeah, that's
Even though
right,
they
yeah.
technically didn't age during that time.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a Squeenix and fucking Disney game. You really think people
Yeah.
age?
Right.
I mean, Sora, you can tell Sora gets older as the games go on.
Sora-
Yeah, he
No,
did
no.
age
Like-
a little bit between 1 and up to 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does
So
look like a
Sora,
completely
Riku, and
different-
Kyrie are the only ones who age, and it was only once. They've only aged once. Kyrie changed 3 times, but that's only because they switched voice actors in the third game for
Oh,
some
yeah,
fucking
that
reason.
makes
Yeah.
No, you know what makes no fucking sense?
What's that?
Her voice actress is also still in the third game. It's just not as Kyrie.
Really? Wait.
What?
Wait. Who's
Yeah,
who's-
Hayden Panettiere plays a completely different character in the third game.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. What did she play in the third game?
I believe it's.
Why didn't
Yeah,
she
why-
be
why
Kyrie
they
in this
switch-
one?
Was it like too much?
Then again,
pain, or-
I think maybe the directors wanted Kyrie's voice to be a little different for this.
Which made no sense because honestly, I hated this voice. Nothing against the actress who played her in the third game.
But after the first 2 games, you're used.
You
to
just get
Well,
used to hearing a certain voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get used to a certain voice, and it just made no sense
Yeah, right.
at all. And also, it's like they tried to make her badass, but then they turned her into damsel in distress the whole fucking time, and it just didn't really like
It
like
didn't work.
they
I-
really.
I feel like Nomura can't write good female characters.
work.
Oh,
no,
well.
he
did not work.
can. He can. It's
He
just
can.
fucking.
I think the problem with Kingdom Hearts was the story had just gotten into such
Yeah.
a convoluted
a
hot
mess.
mess.
A mess. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm a big Kingdom Hearts fan. I am.
I play it for the
I
games,
really
but
am.
I really
But-
do.
I really am. I am a fan, but my gosh, the story just goes all
Everywhere.
over the place.
People say Metal Gear Solid's convoluted, but it's nothing compared to Kingdom Hearts.
It really is.
Metal Gear Solid doesn't have enough games.
Nah.
Like,
That's true.
Kingdom
No,
Hearts has
actually-
too many
Well,
games.
Actually, I think they have about the
No,
same
Metal Gear
amount.
Solid has quite a few.
No, Metal Gear Solid.
Probably not as much as Kingdom Hearts.
If we're
at
gonna
this point.
start
Well, let's see.
the
There's 5 main lines. Well, no,
Five and
so,
a half,
well, there's more than
actually.
that. So there's
5
1,
and a-
2,
5
1 through 4, Peace Walker. Then you have
Ground Zeroes.
Ground Zeroes. Then you have 5.
Phantom Pain.
Yeah.
Don't and
And then
technically,
there's a bunch of spin-offs too.
Then you have Twin Snakes, which is a
well, that's a
remake.
remake of the
is
first
Metal Gear
one.
Acid.
Yeah,
Well, and there's Rising, which is debatably canon. I'm not sure.
it's canon.
I'm gonna
Um,
say it's canon because I like it.
Yeah,
So
I would have preferred
It was
Rise.
still under Kojima, I think, at that point.
Point,
Yeah,
point,
it was.
point is, there's a lot of games in
Yeah.
both
But then you
franchises.
had Metal
Right.
Gear and Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake way back in the old days.
that's true. Yep, those are
But
definitely
the
canon.
point, the point is, when you've got in both franchises, when you've got that many games
Yeah.
and that many characters,
And if
it's
someone
hard.
jumps in
It's
at,
hard.
like,
It's
one
hard.
point-
It's hard to keep everything.
Coherent.
It's hard to keep all your ducks in a row.
Pretty much,
which-
you could play like Metal Gear Solid 1 and 3 by themselves, and I think those are the only ones you can really play without like getting something
Yep.
lost.
But no, like here's what I'm gonna say about Kingdom Hearts though. Fucking the entire series until 3, you're taught that Xehanort is the true villain of this franchise, and he's the number one person you have to take down. And then you find out, no, it's Zigbar. He's the real mastermind. It was really Zigbar all along.
I mean, I'm actually kind of okay with that twist.
I'm
No,
okay
you
with
see,
that.
I would have been.
And well, Tech,
I would
he's
have.
part of the mastermind. We still got to deal with the real threat later on.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah,
Oh no, not allegedly. If you've seen the prequel movie and have the DLC.
I'll get to that eventually. But no, like fucking, I'm waiting for them to say, okay, turns out it actually was Maleficent. She's the true villain behind everything.
Oh, if that
No,
happens,
no, it was-
if that
no, I know
happens,
it's not gonna
the
happen.
whole time.
if that happens,
It won't be.
I'm
I
just-
know.
laugh.
It won't.
I'm
no.
just gonna hang my head in disappointment.
No.
Because to paraphrase a well-known meme when it comes to Maleficent, how many times we gotta teach you this lesson, old lady?
No, she will not. That's not gonna happen.
who spent
Especially
most
for what
of
she
the
was
game
looking
thinking
for,
she's
and
the
if she
real
gets
villain.
it.
Yeah.
Then
Girl,
we got
please.
Yeah.
Yes,
But-
I'm quoting
but,
Jello
yeah,
Apocalypse. I have no shame in this.
Oh no, Jello Apocalypse has the best video to summarize the entire Kingdom
I
Hearts.
mean, you're not
franchise.
wrong.
It's literally the greatest thing
Darkness,
you could ever watch.
darkness, dark light, heart, dark guys, darkness, light, dark heartness, memories, dark heartness.
No, you could take these 5 words and it'll make the entire story. Hell, let's replace the word darkness with bees, and it'll make exactly as much sense.
Pretty much.
And then you that little bit of Kermit the Frog, because at the time of making his video, that's when the Muppets were then owned by Disney,
Yeah.
and so it's Kermit dressed up as an organization member. Given to the bees,
Sora.
the bees will something
Be
dark.
a beekeeper.
like
Goofy.
I would just play it right now, but fucking it
Nah.
would sound weird for the podcast.
We don't need to.
But no,
Yeah.
we'll definitely watch that.
Remember when this is a weekly introduction?
Yeah. Once again, Sanana's managed to derail the entire podcast.
Hey, we're all partaking.
This
in
is
this.
all our
start-
fault in this
You
one.
started
Right.
it.
But
You started
in
it.
all fairness,
Actually,
you started that one.
technically,
kinda, yeah.
technically Nora started it, and I was willing to go straight to Chris, but then we got caught in the conversation.
I'd say we should move on to Chris.
Move on
I
to Chris.
move on.
Moving on to
Yes.
Chris.
Wait, I'm gonna say one thing though. All the Kingdom Hearts games are good. Kingdom Hearts 3, worst fucking dialogue in the history of the game. Best gameplay though. I will say that. That's it.
Those
I'm done.
last 5 hours
I'll-
were pretty ridiculous.
I'll
so-
allow it. I'll allow it.
Your
Yeah.
terms are acceptable.
Yes.
Yep. Go on, Chris. What happened to you the last 2 weeks? I really want to know.
Well, not really much has changed with me. On Twitch, I'm currently streaming my daily tasks of Mega Man X Dive. Have any of you guys been? None of you guys have been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. I'm pretty sure about that.
I've never played it.
I'm good.
What's
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh?
It's that one
It-
puzzle
it's,
game.
It's where this guy named Yu goes. Sorry.
Are you familiar with the?
Yeah, that's a jar joke.
Are you at least familiar with the Yu-Gi-Oh! Franchise at all?
I know a
I,
little
wa-
bit
I
about
watched
it.
Little Karibo's Abridged series.
That's all you need to know
I
for now.
played
Then.
Sin taught me how
Card
to play
games
the
on
game a little
kid.
bit.
Card games
Yeah.
on
Basically,
motorcycles.
this is a new free-to-play Yu-Gi-Oh! Game, and which I'm glad they're actually doing. And I'm also playing Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild on my first playthrough.
Hey, Sinan, it's your favorite game.
Shut up.
It is my favorite game. How'd you know?
currently where I am in that one, I've got 3 of the Divine Beasts unlocked, going for the 4th one. In between, on my way, I went to go get the Master Sword.
Yeah.
Thank God! I'm so glad I got that.
Just a disclaimer, I do really like Breath of the Wild, but yes, I will agree it's overrated, but
Oh yeah.
I still think it's a great game.
No. Okay, here's my honest views on Breath of the Wild. It did not deserve any fucking awards back in 2017. It is a good game.
Okay.
It is like when it comes to the Zelda franchise, gameplay wise, greatest one so far, outside of Hyrule Warriors. But when people are like, "Oh, well, the story's the greatest one out of all the Zelda series," it's like, first of all, the best story goes down between Majora's Mask and fucking. I'm brain farting right now.
Ocarina of Time.
Thank you.
I'll be honest. As a big Zelda fan, I don't think the story is the draw of this series.
Oh,
For me, it's the adventure and the actual items and stuff.
Basically, Breath of the
know-
Wild thing comes down from the adventuring part.
Yeah.
Story, on the other hand,
We can break it, 'cause, like,
honestly, I
essentially-
think I've heard better.
I mean, some of the
again,
scenes in
Breath of the Wild
are
is the
pretty
same
cool,
Zelda story as they all are.
No.
Zelda needs help. Link shows up. He's a complete retard. Throughout the game,
We can't say that word.
he's a complete dumbass.
Better.
Much better.
Look, he shoots it up. He's a complete dumbass.
No, actually, really quick, can we point out? I don't care for the name of the franchise, Legend of Zelda. Until recent titles, and even then, she doesn't do anything. We know nothing of what she does the whole game outside being captured by Ganon or insert villain of this game here. And you're playing as Link, and you're doing all the shit to go save her.
Yeah.
Why isn't this called Legend of Link or Saga of Link?
Honestly, you probably have to ask Miyamoto because I have no
That
idea.
is a good question.
Yeah.
Miyamoto's the guy you want
I
to
never,
answer
I
that
never
one.
really thought about
question.
that until you
Yep.
pointed it out.
No, like
That is a
actually
good point.
something.
It is,
Wait,
yes,
is
it
Miyamoto
is.
still alive?
Yeah, he's still alive.
Okay, who?
He's like 70 something though.
All right, then who was that died?
That was it.
Oh, Iwata. He's
Oh,
the
okay,
president of Nintendo.
yeah, okay, there we go. That's who it is. Rest in peace, Iwata.
Yeah, it's been a few years now.
Yep. Let's see here. But no, overall though, Breath of the Wild is a fun game, and I will never diss it for that. But when people treat it as if it's the greatest gift from God, like people treat Skyrim, that's where I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Right.
You are so dumb. Everything you have just said made us all dumber. That's what I want to say. Like, if you just want to say, I fucking love Breath of the Wild, I'm never going to say anything against that. Go ahead. People can love whatever. But if you're going to come to me and be like, guess what? Breath of the Wild has a better story and action setting than any Mega Man game, than any Twisted Metal game, than any Kingdom Hearts game. Maybe better than Kingdom Hearts. I'll give you fucking that. but other than that, though, it's like, no. Between Nier Automata, Breath of the Wild, and Horizon. I'm giving it to Nier and Horizon any fucking day because those were beautiful fucking stories.
Nier was just like the one of like a few games that actually made me cry at the end because it was that good of an ending.
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, which ending are we talking about?
Ending E. Like I didn't like baby cry, but I had like a manly tear coming down.
You choked up, yes.
I felt something. There was a connection without spoiling anything.
Yep.
Ending E was just so well done.
But no.
Yes, Nier Automata, the game of 2B and not 2B.
Yes.
And A2.
A2 and 9S as well. That's your jar joke for the day.
Yeah.
No, there was a point to that joke.
Yeah.
I got it.
I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, but no, like as Ross said earlier, what I don't care about the franchise as well is it's the same fucking story every fucking time. Zelda is captured, and if she's not captured, guess what? Hyrule's in danger because Ganon or someone else, but it leads to Ganon or related to Ganon.
That's why you like Majora's Mask, I bet, right?
Well, because back then it was okay to be the same fucking shit over and over again.
You don't have to deal with Ganondorf or Zelda for once in that one.
Yeah.
Well, Majora's interesting because like it kind of is. It almost subverts what the other previous Zeldas were.
Yep. And then it's just you're playing as Link, you're going around, you're saving the world. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Same with all the other games. But it's like, it's the same game every fucking time.
I think Ego Raptor
They just
said
update it with a fresh coat of paint.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Ego Raptor said it best.
Why
in
does
Legend
that
of
sound
Zelda.
familiar?
You gotta save the world. That's freaking-tastic. It's your responsibility. Okay, I guess that makes sense.
And to any Zelda-loving motherfucker listening or
That's
watching
me.
this, no, they're gonna argue and be like, you don't know anything. You clearly didn't play Zelda games because they're all fucking different. Link's actually different. And so just because Link had brown hair in this one and Zelda had brown hair in that one and they're blonde in the other ones, doesn't mean it's not the same fucking game over and over again.
Story-wise.
Well,
Yeah.
in Twilight Princess though, which honorable mention, Twilight Princess is also top tier.
Yes.
Fucking. Well,
I would argue it's one of my least favorite of the mainline ones.
If I may,
Everyone's gonna
if I
have their
may,
favorites and
Yeah.
least favorite for what they like in a Zelda game.
Kelly wants to say.
if I may, Sanan.
Yes.
So you're telling me that Legend of Zelda is just the same thing over and over again with a fresh coat of paint and some new weapons and a few slight upgrades.
Wait, new weapons. What the fuck are you talking about? It's the
New
same
in-
fucking weapons.
Master Sword, Master Sword,
Yeah.
Boomerang, Arrow.
Track with me here. Track with me here.
I'm listening.
I think he's
listening.
talking more like sub weapons and items, but yeah.
I mean, even that's
So
still
it's the same game over and over with a fresh coat of paint and a few minor tweaks.
Yep.
Why does that sound familiar?
Yeah.
There's a lot of
That's Call of Duty.
Yeah, that's pretty much that in a nutshell.
Sounds about right.
Okay.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's what I'll give Call of Duty. While I don't care for first-person shooters, let alone Call of Duty, at least they actually get better gameplay-wise over time.
I would beg differ, but
Do they though?
maybe.
I mean, from what some of my friends who play nothing but Call of Duty, I mean, they play other things, but mostly Call of Duty. Like Ross with DBD, but fucking like, yeah, they're like that. They're like you, but with Call of Duty.
I stopped taking any sort of interest in Call of Duty once it moved away from World War II.
Which is fine.
Those first 3 games, I had fun.
Yeah,
I love Nazi zombie mode.
Which is fine, but my friend.
But everything since the modern warfare era, I'm just like, no.
Yeah,
so
that's
I
fine.
take it you're not a fan of, like, say, Dragon Quest in this case.
Dragon
Because
Quest.
Dragon Quest is pretty much
okay,
the
if
same
we're gonna
every
talk
time,
RPG, I'm gonna interject so we can move on. If
Yeah.
we're gonna talk RPGs,
That's fine.
save that for future dates.
Okay.
Fair.
That's fair. Well,
Yeah.
We're losing track again.
We
We are.
apologize, viewers.
Yeah. Well, aside from video games, and my anime watching, got 3. It's finally finished up 7 Deadly Sins, and last time when I was mentioning Comey Can't Communicate, what I forgot to mention was I'm actually rewatching it with the English dub. And one person you and I know,
Mother's Basement.
and
Ian. Rick.
actually no, one person we know, well, technically you know, is the voice of Comey. Can you take a guess?
Amber.
Bingo.
Yeah.
You know the voice of Comey?
I do.
He does.
No way, really? Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Nice.
Yeah, we used to be friends a long time ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, one of those like we haven't talked, so we drifted apart friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Was it,
like
close friends, or you just met them a
like
few times?
con friends,
Oh,
and
okay.
like I even did photo shoots here and there,
Clearly,
okay.
one of them has had a much more successful career.
which I applaud them.
Both her,
Oh, so go fuck
her and
yourself.
another voice actor. Both
no.
her and another voice actor used to live in Ohio, Damon Mills, has done really awesome stuff since they moved to Texas.
Yep. Nah, like honestly, I always congratulate her on anything she's done. But yeah, good on her.
Yeah, and
Nice.
another anime which has gotten really popular. If you guys haven't checked it out, My Dress Up Darling.
You know what? I actually saw a couple episodes of that.
I've heard
Yes.
about it. It's on my list because we share the same Crunchyroll account. So
Oh yeah, I
But-
feel like I just can't go one day after the next episode comes out because internet's booming with what the heck happened with it.
I somehow avoid all that because I don't care.
Plus, I also follow the English voice actor. As for that on Twitter and
Oh.
Twitch, I'm a Lee.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
All
right,
right.
so-
So you all
Good.
caught up, Chris?
For the moment, I am.
I appreciate
All right.
Oh,
that.
good.
You
It's
got
finally
2
my
minutes,
turn.
You got 2 minutes before our 30-minute mark, Ross.
Good. Yeah.
You got time. You got time.
I mean, I really didn't do much besides work, but
You did.
Oh, is that what-
first of
is
all,
that
you-
what I think it is?
First of all,
I didn't
you
think-
Is that what I think it is?
I did it.
Dude,
Oh,
Is that
I
what I
wish
think
you
it
did.
I
is?
did a good
He
thing.
won the lottery.
I wish if
Yeah,
only it
right.
was that good.
So we can't
but it
rob him.
finally happened. Everybody be afraid.
You got your
I am officially a licensed driver now.
license. Me earlier. Yay!
That was the point.
Yay!
I
Congrats.
saved it for this.
Now you just got to get a car.
Working on that.
Yes.
We have one. There's some in mind,
Nice.
So.
We're looking at a 2013 Ford Edge right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not bad.
A little over 100,000 miles, but it's not been like
For about 10 some.
10.5.
You know, I would suggest also checking out Brown Honda.
Oh yeah,
'Cause
no.
that's where I got my car from, and they'll probably cut you a pretty good deal.
That's where my grandparents got me my car.
Oh,
I mean,
Brown
there
Honda,
Plus,
right?
Yep.
plus Hondas are known for reliability.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
no.
true.
Oh no, they really are.
Well, the last time there was a Honda dealership right near where I live at.
Yep.
And the last time we went there for what we were looking for, the only thing they could give us was an 04 Dodge, I think, with 100 and some thousand miles for way too much for what
It
we
was
had.
140,000 miles,
Wow.
and it was an 04 or 03
Thing's
model.
got to be falling apart.
And
Yeah, I wouldn't trust that.
You want to know how much they were saying? They were saying
Too much.
15 grand.
Yeah,
No.
too
No.
much. Too much.
Oh,
Yeah,
we
it's
turned
a
it. We
rip-off.
turned it right the hell around.
Yeah, no. like,
In
'cause-
the the words of Edna Mode, it's too much, darling.
no,
it's too much.
If it was like 3 or 4 grand, okay, I could get behind
yeah,
that. you
that
know?
would be fine.
But no, fucking 15 grand
you
for
could
that.
buy like
Fuck
a new
that.
car for
You
that.
could buy a
much
new car
almost.
for
That's what I would rather pay for that.
Yeah.
Well, no, you'd be able to put a down payment with a new
Yes,
car for that.
and the
you
same
know?
place that has that Ford Edge had a nice Tacoma that we were really interested in until we found out it was only a single cab.
Ooh.
Yeah.
In which,
Yeah.
for an apartment full of 3 big people, a single cab is an awful thing to have.
It's just not
Yeah,
gonna work.
right,
It's
no.
not gonna work.
It
Yeah.
doesn't work.
Nope.
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 Well, yeah, that's what
Awesome.
I did.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah. And
Sometimes a charm too.
like me, you've been obsessed with Horizon.
Yes.
Yeah. we've probably sunk what 40 hours into that already.
Oh, geez,
I don't want to say
please.
more at this point.
Oh, definitely more. But
I'm
like,
barely into the story mode.
Is that like literally all you guys are doing outside of work?
yes,
Yes.
It's- that's what
Let-
it sounds. That's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah.
I literally said either earlier in this podcast or earlier tonight, if I'm at home, I'm spending every moment playing Horizon.
Yeah.
Right.
Because honestly, I came to the conclusion my favorite genre of games is open world adventure.
Yeah.
You know?
That's fine.
I
Like
mean-
I love my RPGs. I
Yeah.
love this and
I don't know how
Horizon
you don't like Elden Ring then, or not interested. It's literally that.
because I just have no interest in Elden Ring.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Like, because open world is my favorite genre, it doesn't
Doesn't
have
mean he's gonna like every game.
Yeah, that's fine.
prime example, Breath of the Wild. I can give 2 fucks about that.
I mean,
Again, good game, but I can give 2
I
fucks
mean,
about that.
Well, then again, it's also got the Legend of Zelda name, and I'm pretty sure you're sick of hearing that a lot too.
Even
Yeah.
if it wasn't Legend of Zelda, it's just I'm good.
So if I can interject here for just a moment before we move on to our main topic.
No.
So you know how you've been going on about Legend of Zelda?
Yeah.
For now, some of you here may know this, but for those of you who are listening to this for the first time, I do have a confession to make.
Oh
What's
my.
that?
The best.
Shut up.
Let me guess. You've never played a Zelda game?
Not one.
Wow.
I called that
I
one.
knew it.
Never.
No,
Fair enough.
I'm
The,
gonna say-
the closest I ever got was I remember a friend of mine that I would hang out with. I remember watching him play. I believe it was Ocarina of Time, but I never picked up the controller myself.
which is fair. But
I'll have you
I'm
play Zelda
no,
one of these days.
I'm gonna say this now. Not just Legend of Zelda, but any game. If you've never played it before, and it's one of those games that's like, how have you never played this? Everyone's played like Smash Bros. I'm not gonna diss you or look at you like, what the fuck, man? How the fuck haven't you?
Right.
No, because it's just sometimes you don't do it.
Yeah.
Everyone in the world's seen Matrix, but I met people who have never seen Matrix before,
Right.
and not even just because they're kids. No, they're like older than me, and they haven't seen fucking
Yeah,
Matrix.
my uncle's a big movie buff, and he told me he'd never seen The Matrix. I'm like, you've seen all these great movies, but you never seen The Matrix, Uncle Bob?
Yeah.
So
And so it's like,
happens.
yeah, you're missing out on some stuff here and there.
Mhm.
But honestly, whether it's Mario, Zelda, or Horizon, just because you haven't played it, I'm not gonna give you shit for it.
right.
Yeah.
Now, if you're one of those motherfuckers that boasted years ago, oh yeah, no, I've played every Legend of Zelda ever, and then you come out and say, okay, no, I actually haven't.
Yeah.
Now, go fuck yourself. I'm actually gonna say something there.
Right.
But
yeah, because kids, lying is wrong. Remember, kids, liars go to Congress.
I mean, you're not wrong.
You're not wrong on that.
That
point.
that
You
is
told the truth on that one.
that is my nickel's worth of free advice for this episode.
Nichols. That's cheap,
liar.
just like Congress's advice.
Liars go to Congress and us.
No, unfortunately, anything that Congress recommends is ludicrously expensive. That's why we pay taxes.
That's true.
Yeah.
Hey kids, liars go to Congress, but they also play puzzles with me.
Shut up, Uncle Hank. Get out of here. I thought did we not lock the door?
No, you
Oh my God, crap. Hey,
Crap.
Uncle Hank, I think I see a 6969 puzzle over there.
I already did that yesterday. You think I was born yesterday?
Yes, yes, I do.
Well, no, I was born 2 weeks ago.
Close enough.
Wow.
Well, you know what? Kind of Legend of Zelda does kind of go inside with our topic a little
It
bit
does.
on
There's a lot
puzzle.
of puzzles.
'cause
A little bit.
Aside from action, adventure, and exploring, it does have some puzzle elements in their dungeons.
Especially in like the later games.
Oh yeah.
So yes, for those of you who did not guess, today's topic is
Puzzles.
puzzle
I mean,
games.
it's in the freaking title.
I'll just show my way.
Well,
out.
you know, some people don't always look at the title. They
That's
just
true.
click. They just click on the
Yeah,
episode.
this is true.
So for
Sometimes
everyone,
I just click.
yeah. So for everyone who wasn't paying attention to the episode title, I'ma just let them know.
Yeah.
Listen,
But
your
here's a
kid.
good question: what defines a puzzle game or makes it?
That's
Listen,
a good question.
Li-
In my opinion, Chris, I would say a puzzle game is it presents you with situations that you need to solve.
Okay, I'm just gonna say this. This is boring as shit. I'm just gonna ski my way out.
Okay, Uncle
Good,
Hank.
good.
See you later. Hey, Uncle Hank, I think there's a couple of beers left in the fridge. You can have those. That'll keep you
Couple
entertained.
crafts ones out there too.
Woohoo! Fuck you, Uncle Hank.
Yeah, sayonara, Uncle Hank.
Goodbye and good riddance.
You know, he's weird but harmless.
Yeah, you know.
Most of the time.
You know,
Yeah.
it's like when he's not here, he's kind of enjoyable. But when he's actually here,
It can get
gets-
kind of. It can
it
get
gets
a little.
awkward.
It can get a little weird.
Who the fuck drank my Coke?
Yeah, that was me.
Sorry, Uncle Hank.
I'm gonna give you 10 lashings.
Okay, fine. I'm a masochist anyway, so.
And on that
Hey,
note,
moving onward.
good night, everybody.
Okay, this is too weird for
Nope,
me. I'm
that
getting
was
the
a
fuck
lie.
out.
We're actually continuing.
Now we're going.
But yeah, going back to what you were saying, Chris. Yeah, situations you got to solve, or maybe like something you have to complete in a quick amount of time using a limited resource.
Using your brain.
Yeah, like something like Tetris. You're given these blocks specifically to complete a series of 11 lines, or not 11 lines, 4 lines in a row.
Yeah.
So to create,
And they're all different shapes.
Yeah, exactly.
And
So-
the more difficulties you go, the faster they come down.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. So you're presented with specific
And a lot of the
puzzles
times,
and
You set up. You always want to set up that perfect one for that particular shape to get in there that'll work just fine. And it never comes.
Never-
Like if you're ever trying to go for the A4 destruction Tetra, this thing.
Then that you need the long. You need the singular
line.
long
the L-
line.
Yeah, the eye block.
It
whatever you
never
call it.
comes.
Actually, okay, no, it has come for me. I've gotten it before.
But it almost never comes when you want it to.
No, okay, so I thought I was going to lose this one time. I was like 3 block levels away from fucking being like, oh my god, I'm literally gonna die. And then that fucker came. And it chain reacted and gave me literally a good 16.
It was
block
literally
breaks.
It was literally clouds part and angels decide.
Yeah.
The heavens opened up for you.
I swear to God, it really fucking did.
And I would
I
say-
had those like blocks that cut off all my connections. I had the beams and everything,
Yeah.
and it just came down the
No.
perfect time. Crushed the first layer, everything dropped. Crushed the second layer, third layer, all the way down till I had only like 2 layers of blocks, and I won. And I was like,
And, you know,
man.
Even
Well,
though
Foils like that
Well,
sometimes
the
too.
thing is though about classic Tetris, there's no such thing as winning. It's survive.
Surviving.
Oh,
Yeah,
and enjoy
actually,
it.
when it comes to when it does come to the
Oh yeah, the
classic
original
one
card.
or
there.
a Game Boy version right here, which was pretty much bundled with every Game Boy there is.
Almost. Yeah.
Everyone owns
Yep. Which, by the way, this wasn't classic Tetris. This was me and Chris. We've talked about this before with the best soundtrack. The one that was like a Yoshi Tetris.
that. Are you? No, you're talking.
Oh, you mean
Tetris,
this?
Tetris Attack.
Tetris Attack.
Yeah, that's the
Tetris
one.
Attack. You could definitely get those.
Although
games.
yeah.
technically, however, this wasn't really.
Pedal to
It's-
Pond is
yeah.
the actual Japanese title.
Yeah.
Yep, but yeah, that's the one.
yeah.
It
I love
happened.
Tetris.
And I
Which,
will say that.
which, by the way, that's
Well,
my
may not-
favorite version of Tetris.
That one's amazing. It's not
Well, not-
Tetris, but it is Tetris.
Yes.
Yep.
Well, not everyone may have actually played Tetris in their lifetime. Everyone will know what Tetris is because of the following things.
Which
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we
Which
can't.
there's-
I'm pretty sure we can't perform the theme just on copyright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
If anyone's not
Yeah.
familiar with that
Okay.
one, maybe you might be
Okay,
familiar
fine.
with
I will
the
sing a
Nintendo
particular
64
song that
Game
someone
Boy
gave it
Color
lyrics to.
editions, Pokemon Puzzle League, or
Okay.
what came on the Game Boy Color, Pokemon
I may not.
Puzzle Challenge.
Okay.
Oh,
Now,
Game
I may
Boy
not be able to
version.
perform a
Yeah.
specific song because the plumber will come in here and start beating us with turtle shells. But I will sing the song from it.
watching you.
But I will sing the lyrics to it that was given by a man named Parental Floss. Shapes made of 4 color blocks, like a T or a box, come down like falling bricks.
I
I
You
like
can
that.
place them in rows, but everybody knows that they made this game for chicks.
You know, it's
Lyrics by Parental Floss, not me.
You know, back in my cringe days, which were like 4
You-
minutes
like
ago.
5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
I was literally gonna say you were about to say 4 years. I was about to correct you so fucking hard, man.
I remember like just for the heck of it, I made like a quick like fake Tetris trailer. In a world where blocks fall down and all hope is lost, one man, one block must save the day. Hey guys, I hope I'm not falling down and ruining your day.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, pretty much. It was a jar joke, but like constant jar. Shaking.
Anyway.
Why can't I go back up?
Oh, okay, man.
That's enough.
Okay,
I
man, you
can't
made
do
your
that.
point.
Okay.
I can't do that voice. I can't do that voice.
And then, The other popular good Nintendo times of Tetris.
Yes.
Good boy. When the plumber thought he could be a doctor.
The good old Dr. Mario
Yes.
game. And man, how many other renditions of Dr. Mario have we probably had? Probably too many to count. That's what.
64. There's been one on the Game Boy Advance, I know.
Super Nintendo.
There's a
Wait. There's 64 renditions of Dr.
No,
Mario?
Yeah, no. Jar.
No, that's funny as fuck.
No, that was just dumb.
Really.
Not really, dude. Sorry.
All right,
You
fine.
tried. Yeah, there you go. Thank
There you go.
Yep. At least I'm actually putting money in here.
No, you didn't. I just watched you.
Put your hand on there.
I put money in.
No, that doesn't
No.
count.
I heard it go in.
Yeah,
Well,
you,
look,
because you
I
hit
can,
the
look, I can
jar.
do the same thing. Look at that. I put
Yeah,
money
look,
in.
I can do the same thing too.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Oh, look, we're putting all this money in the jar.
All this money.
All this money in the jar. And
All
yet
this money
it
in this
never
jar,
fills up.
And it never fills up.
It's invisible money.
Wow.
I'm putting in.
Okay,
It's all
Sponge.
fake!
Okay, Bubble Buddy.
I'm putting in invisible gold coins because Sacagaway dollars.
What other games do you have over there, Chris?
And besides, it's pronounced the Kakaway.
Well, aside
Oh,
from
really?
Tetris Attack
Yes.
and
Huh.
Basic Tetris, we've also got a conjoined Puyo Puyo Tetris, both 1
yes.
and 2.
I have the first one on the PlayStation.
Which is basically Dr.
No, I have
Mario
it
and
on Switch,
Tetris.
actually.
There's actually,
Okay, here's a good question. What was everyone's first experience with Puyo Puyo? My guess would probably be
Dr.
Dr.
Robotnik's,
Robotnik's
yep.
Beam Machine, am I
Yep.
correct?
Wait,
My friend Matt had it.
time out. What's Puyo Puyo?
Have you ever played Dr. Robotnik's Beam Machine ever?
It's essentially
What's
Tetris.
that?
Okay, well, then Kelly doesn't know anything.
I'm the wrong person to ask on this one. Who wants to take
So
over?
Puyo Puyo is like Tetris, but instead of doing just the blocks and columns, you got to match like 4 of the same color.
That sounds really
There are
difficult.
these little, like,
Yes.
blob things that...
Bejeweled.
Well, no, not even Bejeweled. Bejeweled's more like sliding.
I mean, like, no, but it's the same concept.
I think I vaguely remember playing Bejeweled once.
Or like Candy Crush.
No.
Like
We do not mention.
Puyo Puyo is a lot more like Dr.
We do
Mario,
not
I would
mention
say.
that game.
Ish, yeah.
Either way,
In a way, yeah.
Basically,
Yeah.
basically, you would need 4 orange beans in order to fucking get rid of it.
Yep.
Versus an entire row connected. You
And
know?
the Puyos will drop and physically move down, kind of like in Tetris Attack.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So like, you'll
I'm
get-
actually.
It requires more thought than Tetris in my
Yes.
opinion.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
since you're up
strategy
against
as
a
well.
computer or a player.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
and
The
which-
only way to win is to have the other player make sure they can't do anything.
Right.
Yep.
Okay. Now, Chris, I actually noticed I'm kind of disappointed. There is one variant of Tetris that I do remember that I actually don't see in your collection there.
Which one's that?
Tetrisphere for the N64.
You know, to be honest, there was a time where I didn't even though, there was like a Tetris or a Mario game or something, but certain variations of games, it's like, I've already got this version. Do I really want to play that?
I've played.
I just went through a very weird phase growing up.
Wetris was the name of it. It was like Tetris, but like you had to fill in this like water area on a square. It was on the N64.
Now there
Wait.
is a game he has
Wait,
here.
I need to say this real quick. Okay, you said a really weird phase growing up, right, Chris?
Yeah, it's like, if
Okay.
I've already got one version of a game from my past, do I really want to play that version?
See, when you said that, I was imagining like an emo you with like fucking goth makeup and shit.
No.
And that was some funny ass shit in my head right
yeah.
there. No, imagine it was some
Could you
eyeliner.
imagine-
That's why I'm
Could
laughing.
you imagine Chris with My Chemical Romance hair?
or just hair in general.
Yeah.
I mean,
Back when I actually had hair.
Oh, man.
I mean, he's still got a ring around the edges.
You got the
He's
fryer
got a little
effect
snow on
going
the roof.
Oh no! Like I like Chris best when he's shaved, a clean shaved head because it's just so sexy on him.
It
As
works
as
for
as a straight man would say, yes.
So what you're saying is he's one of the few white guys who looks good bald.
I don't know. A lot of white guys look well.
No, they
bald.
don't.
It just depends if they have the right shaped head. Like Bryan Cranston, he looks amazing bald.
Damn, yeah.
But he had that cool goatee to go with it.
Right.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, yeah, you need a goatee to go
Yeah,
with it.
Exactly.
Patrick Stewart looks good bald.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
In fact, I can't even think of a time where Patrick Stewart had hair. I've never seen that man with hair.
No,
Hey,
okay.
wait, David Draymond.
I once saw an animated skit that was like making fun of Patrick Stewart. Like he was born bald, he grew up bald, he's always been
He was
bald.
born
I mean, I
into
can
the
believe it.
wilderness.
And I'm just like, I loved it because it was hilarious. Like even like fucking. Not even like, oh no, he's like naturally bald. No, like he shaved his head even as a kid, being like, nope, gotta keep that hair away. And I'm losing my shit the whole time. I need
Because
to
yeah,
find-
I've never seen a picture of that man with hair.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure he did at some point. I've just never seen it.
Right.
Hey, another
Maybe
good
it's
guy.
on the internet somewhere.
Another
I'm looking
cool,
it up.
another cool bald guy is David Draymond of Disturbed. That man has kept his cool baldness.
That's true. That man is beautiful bald.
And Sam actually showed me a picture one time of him when he did have hair. So I have seen a picture of David Draymond of Disturbed with hair. It looked weird. I almost didn't believe it was real.
Okay, so here's several images of Sir Patrick Stewart with hair.
Let me see.
I do not like any of them. Well, okay, I kind of like that one.
Pull one of them up.
Huh.
Actually,
wow, yeah.
I'm kind of digging that one right there.
Yeah, that's the one I was
suit,
on.
with the suit and tie.
Yeah, but like the
He
other
totally
ones-
looks like he could be James Bond at that point.
Yeah.
He does. Wow.
He really does look like he.
Yeah, no, like
His face hasn't changed though
Yeah.
at all.
No,
Oh.
the man has aged like fine wine. I will
Right.
give him that. It's all that Earl Grey tea. I'm telling you, man.
Oh, I thought it was just because he's a
Telling you.
vampire.
No, I like the Earl Grey tea theory better.
I
Yeah.
mean, he could be a vampire who drinks Earl Grey all the time.
That's not as fun though.
Professor X and
Jean-Luc
Picard.
Picard.
Yeah, those are the two roles that he's definitely best for.
And then
Oh yeah,
for
especially
sure.
especially Professor X. I can
Yeah.
and not to just okay. No, I'm going to describe people. All of the prequel X movies, I don't care for any of those actors, especially the guy they have playing Xavier, because
You don't like James McAvoy?
no, like he's a good actor, but just he's not fucking Xavier.
Well, no one is.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine, we'll give you that.
I know what you're
But we're
saying
kinda
there,
detracting
but
again.
no, like
This is
I
a
know.
badger. It has nothing to do with what we're talking about, just like this conversation.
badger, mushroom.
Hey, you.
Snake.
Snake. Snake.
See, that has to do with the video game, so I can get behind
Okay,
that.
we'll deal with that
That's,
one.
that's good.
There we
And we
go.
brought
know-
it back. We brought it back.
Let me
So,
bring it back. But look,
puzzle
I have
games.
Marble Madness.
Yes. Ooh, Marble Madness.
Now
Sounds
this.
That-
This
I,
game.
I feel like I feel like I played that, but I also feel like I've
Have you
never
played,
played
Have
it
you
before.
played Super Monkey Ball? Super Monkey Ball is basically like Marble Madness.
Yes.
So
I do
so-
remember Monkey Ball.
Monkey
Yeah.
Ball is fun. Yeah.
Fun fact: I never played Super Monkey Ball until college,
Oh,
and
yeah?
even then, I only played it once.
Okay.
Because everyone else was like, after like 2 minutes of playing, hey, let's play Smash Bros. Or something else. I'm like, fair.
Well,
Yeah.
so that game came out on the GameCube when I was little.
Yeah, that
like,
launched.
Like all of us.
yeah, that
Yeah.
launched like 2001.
Yeah.
I never actually played Super Monkey Ball, but I heard they are really fun as
Yeah,
heck.
They are.
They really are.
They're
The
fun
mi-
games.
like I would argue that Super Monkey Ball, the mini games are actually more entertaining than the main
Monkey
game.
Target.
Monkey Target.
Monkey
you
friggin'
could
Target.
you could drown those little bastards.
Ape Escape.
Yeah, Monkey Target was probably the best one. in
I
our
sank
time.
so many hours into Monkey
Yeah.
Target. It is ridiculous.
Yeah, same.
Okay, so I'm gonna say this now. I've never heard of Monkey Target.
It's one of the mini games. Yeah, we'll have to play at one of these.
It is
Okay, so it's a mini
One
game in
day.
Super Monkey
It's
Ball.
a mini game inside of there where you have to like you go up on it like a
on a ramp,
and then you launch your monkey. You're flying the monkey, and you have to drop the monkey right on the target.
and there's
it's more-
water,
and it's more fun than it sounds. I promise.
and there's all sorts of environmental hazards like
Yeah.
water and explosives
Yeah.
and fog.
Mhm.
Explosives in the fog.
I don't know why, but for some reason, all I can think about is Ape Escape. I know it has nothing.
There's nothing to do with
No,
they're completely
I know.
different
I
games.
know they have nothing to do with each other. I know they're completely different games, but for some reason, all I can think about is Ape Escape.
Ape Escape's good.
Not-
Monkey
not-
Ball-
not a
again,
puzzle game,
Ape
but-
Escape is like a platformer. Monkey Ball is a straight up maze puzzle game. So two
Like
completely
what Marble
different
Madness is.
I-
It's not so
again-
much a maze,
again-
but an obstacle course,
Yeah.
if you
Yeah.
will. And extremely
Which
hard.
technically is a type of puzzle.
That's
Yes,
true.
yes, it is.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Monkey
actually,
Ball is fun. Now we have to.
I have the newest one. We can play that one of these days.
oh, maybe we
Oh,
can play after the podcast
Does
is
it
over.
still have all the
Hey,
mini games?
It does. I have the Steam one, so we can play it on the
Nice.
Steam link later. So.
But-
Nice,
Good.
dude. Monkey Billiards was just as fun.
Monkey, yeah,
Monkey Golf.
Monkey Golf was fun. I remember. The
I
boxing
always
was okay.
I always overshot Monkey Golf.
Yeah.
Go flying off the edge.
I think we ended up spending more time playing the puzzle or the mini games. Me and my sister.
Oh, 100%. The
Yeah.
mini games were way more entertaining than the main
They
campaign.
really were.
Don't you just love
100%.
it when you always find something else different about the main campaign of
Oh,
the
yeah.
video
Yeah.
game?
Oh,
No,
I mean,
okay, actually, so I'm bringing Horizon back into this one more
A
time.
puzzle game.
It's not, but they actually
This
have
is
a
relevant
mini.
to the topic.
The mini game is a puzzle game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh?
Called
yeah,
Machine
it's-
Quest, Machine Strike.
No, it just strike. Yeah, it's just strike.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
what is it?
So it's literally if you think
It's like chess a little bit.
you think it's
Okay.
like chess, like 3D chess kind of,
Okay.
but no. So you have 10 SP points to bring these many pieces to your side.
Okay.
And fucking, you need 7 victory points to win. Whatever.
Or take all the pieces off the board.
Or take all the pieces off the
So
board.
it's like an entire mini game inside here.
Inside
Yes.
here.
Okay.
And it's literally, I will consider this a puzzle game. And someone could probably say, it's not a puzzle game because it's not an actual puzzle. Fuck you. If you have to strategize, it's a puzzle.
Yes.
It's like board game, puzzle game, kind of like Chess would be.
Yeah, and honestly,
Or
if,
Stratego
and-
or something
Yeah,
like
a
that.
strategy game.
and if Guerrilla Games ever turn that into a real fucking board game, I'm fucking buying it. Because it's
I
really
mean, if
fucking cool.
Gwent can become a real game.
Yeah, they made a spin-off with Gwent. That's a good point.
Yeah, no, so like fucking the way this game is played is you'll have pieces based off all the machines in Horizon, and each one will be like, okay, this one can move 2 spaces, this one can move 3 spaces, this one can move 5 spaces.
Sure.
The
Strengths
one
and weaknesses.
strengths and weaknesses. The one that can move 2 spaces, it can also attack from 2 spots away. The one that can move 4 pieces can actually attack from 5 spots away. I'm like,
Okay.
how the fuck can you do that? You know, I'm not gonna argue it. That's the fucking rules there.
Right.
And like they'll have different health levels too.
Uh-huh.
And so the board will also be set up so then there's little water spaces, grass spaces, forest spaces,
And
hill,
certain pieces are
and
stronger
mountain
from those
spaces.
pieces.
Yeah, but like all pieces though, if the higher the space, which the highest is mountain, unless there's a space higher than that in the game, that
Space.
Yeah.
space,
So there's space.
The space, yeah.
space, sparkle,
Sparkle, sparkle.
yeah.
Space goes coast to coast.
Oh my god, I love that show.
I know, great show.
Anyway,
Good time.
Badger.
This is a badger. It has nothing to do with the conversation, just like what you're talking about.
Oh
Good
man.
old Zorak. But anyway, moving on.
But yeah, no. So the mountain space is my favorite space because it gives you +5 on your attack.
Ooh.
Yeah, or +4, something like that.
So what you're saying is the key strategy is to have the high ground.
Yes.
Yeah.
yes.
Be
Thanks,
Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Isn't that usually the
Think-
strategy for
think
most
like
games like
Obi-Wan.
that anyway?
No, actually, there are some games that are actually to be high below or something else. You know, it just depends on the game. But no, like if you can be in the higher space, you'll have the most defense, the most attack, everything like that. And each piece will also be in a different category. Some will be puller pieces, some will be thrower pieces, some will be ram pieces, and it'll be like, okay, what the fuck's the difference?
Right.
Puller pieces, like one's the snap mob. That's a puller piece. It can attack from 3 spaces away. So let's say I time my attack just right for my pieces. I have my snap mob pull Ross. Ross is 3 spaces away.
Yeah.
Because I hit him, he moves a space closer.
So it's kind of like a grapple hook, sort of.
Yup. And if I use a different piece, which would be a pusher piece or whatever, I'll be like, "There's Ross, 3 spaces away. I hit him. He goes a space further back. It could work in your favor because it's like, by doing that, my other piece can hit it now.
This kind of reminds me of Advance Wars, sort of. Do you guys ever play that? I know we're kind of getting into the strategy realm now.
I mean, puzzles are strategy.
yeah, they kind of
That
are.
that can be kind of in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no, like tell us.
I was gonna say Advanced Wars is it's the same deal. It's like you have an army versus another army, and there's different machines and like tanks and stuff that do specific things. So kind of like the mechas and dinosaurs and robots and whatever inside of Horizon, and they play the same roles. It's like you have the tanks that are strong, but the infantry can take it down. There's also the anti-air and there's aircraft. So,
Yeah.
Same deal.
Yeah, no, that sounds
right.
pretty good. Yeah.
Advanced War is a good game too. By the way.
I should probably look into that.
Yeah, they were great when they came out in the Game Boy Advance. I remember me and my friend Matt. One of the cool things about Advance Wars was you could play multiplayer on one handheld because you could just hand the guy the other Game Boy back and forth, or you could actually do the link cable and play it normally. So it was
Okay.
cool to have a multiplayer game on the Game Boy since it was turn-based. You could just be like, okay, take my turn, your turn.
Okay,
So
the worst puzzle game to do multiplayer with, because actually we were going through this earlier before we were like, oh, let's save it for the podcast. Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, I honestly can't really see that as a puzzle game. Honestly,
Since we discussed that if you have to make a strategy, it's therefore a puzzle. It is that.
That's more thinking about,
that's a bit of a broad
it's
definition
a
because
stretch, but
because in that case
Well, then again-
you could lump in sports games as puzzles because you
Yeah.
have to have a strategy. So I wouldn't
Like
quite
Punch
go,
Out.
I wouldn't quite go that far.
Yeah. No,
still
like
say
well,
your piece though.
yeah. So like what I wanted to say was like if this is a badger, I'm gonna accept it as a badger. But I would say so back on the PS1 days, I had this one Yu-Gi-Oh game. I've had 3 in my whole life.
Okay.
And the one I had on PlayStation 1, I want to say it was like Dark Memories or something like that.
You mean Forbidden Memories?
That's it. Oh, I fucking love that game.
Let me guess. Where you gotta try to figure out the fusions and whatnot.
Oh my god, that was my favorite part is just making up random fusions.
I could not even do that. In fact, I got a confession to make. I never even played that game legit. Once. I've only just used my Game Shark to give me every single freaking card of the game and let it be that. Because like hell, I'm gonna try to memorize all this fusion shit. I don't even know.
I only memorized the strong ones, which were what I randomly came up with. When I figured out how to make Black Meteor Dragon, I was like, oh, holy shit.
Alright.
So what I was gonna say was the multiplayer on that. This was PS1 days.
PS1
You could do 2-player dueling, which is still card games in your hand.
Yeah.
Fucking, you want to know how it worked?
Oh god, how?
You'd have a player 1 and player 2.
Uh-huh.
It'd be first player's turn. You can't even see your own fucking cards.
What?
Player 2, you can't see your own fucking cards. You're playing blind.
Actually, no.
How?
You can actually, but you gotta turn that setting off.
Okay, so
But there is a way you can.
So in other words, it wasn't bad multiplayer. You're just a dumbass.
Whoa. In his defense, however, there is a way you can actually know what cards you got. Because they got numbers on them. You can actually push a button to see what this card is or maybe whatnot. But if you want to keep it hidden, here's how it works. When you can selecting your deck and putting it together, your cards are actually numerically ordered for what they are. Or if you can memorize the card and the number next to it, then you know your cards.
Yeah, ain't nobody got time for that.
Unless you write them down,
At
or
the-
in this case, take a picture with your cell phone right before the duel begins.
I was 7 years old. The fuck you think I'm gonna do?
That just sounds
Yeah.
tedious
Oh,
and annoying.
oh, so fuck you and
Tedious
your
and annoying,
dumbass
yeah, but if you
comment.
want-
I am 7 years old playing this on a PlayStation 1.
Kids are stupid. I'm not going to retract that in my statement.
You know, I gotta agree with you on that. I gotta agree with that.
Everybody
Actually, come to think
did.
of it,
Everybody did stupid stuff as kids.
That's
Hey,
true.
even adults didn't know how to change that most of the time back then.
I still doesn't change my statement.
Yeah, okay.
Well, anyway, moving on.
But yeah, no, so.
Yeah. Couple other games we can also.
Oh yeah,
I'll mention.
one of my favorite games that I used to play at my orthodontist all the time, and it was there. I see a couple, good old bust a move.
Bust a move, boy.
As it was also known as Puzzle Bobble back in them
Yep.
days.
Yep.
Probably one of the easiest puzzle games you can
Ready,
even
go!
do. You're pretty much just shooting bubbles, taking out pairs
Trying
of
to
3
clear
or
out-
more.
Trying to clear out the screen.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. I referenced last week's episode, fucking race cars.
Hey,
nice cars.
Yes.
Yeah, inside,
guys.
inside the fucking game.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Which I believe
They
that's
kept it
RC
pretty-
racing.
Yeah, they kept busting them
Revolt,
pretty
I believe
simple at
that's
first.
RC
Depending
racing.
on if you're
Yep.
playing
It might be.
solo
It looks
or
like it.
Yeah.
It was better.
Oh, it is, because there's a real car right next to it.
So yeah,
Oh,
there
yeah.
you go.
That was a good one.
Bust, yeah, I own Super Bust a Move 2 on the PS2.
Ah, you mean like this one?
Busted.
Ah, well, mine is
Okay.
Super Bust a Move. That's regular Bust a Move.
Yeah.
Okay.
You and your super.
They simplified it in the first game, but then they started getting more advanced by adding more characters you can maybe play as, well, technically play against in the arcade in versus mode. Then when 3 and 4 came about, they started getting it an even more hectic.
Oh,
Aside from the characters you could pick, depending if it's versus mode, they will either drop certain blocks or give you certain blocks, depending on what you do. And fun little fact, in Bust a Move 3, they got a frickin' Ryu knockoff.
Do
It's
they?
like,
Oh.
yes, they
Oh,
do.
look at this.
Which also
Speaking
leads
of
me
Ryu,
into the next game.
Ah!
Oh.
Puzzle Fighter.
Puzzle Fighter.
Street Fighter. Puzzle Fighter.
Puzzle
Yep.
Fighter 2.
Yeah.
Turbo.
Turbo.
Because you
Yeah.
can't have just one. You had to have 3 different variations.
Which
Oh,
this
yes.
one, you can consider this one kind of like a gem fighter in a way, kind of
Yeah.
like Puyo
Yep.
Puyo in a
Yep.
way.
Yep.
Except for the fact the only way you can get rid of the certain gems is to actually destroy them with the certain gem destroyer gem.
Yeah.
And the more you either destroy or combo with them,
Yeah.
the more gems you're going to send
Yeah,
away to
this,
your opponent.
this game was complicated as crap.
Yeah.
But still fun as
It was
heck.
good. Yeah, I played it a couple times.
Like, yeah.
Especially for the characters you
So it
choose,
got
'cause
so
they will
crazy.
tell you what
Mortal
what
Kombat
they're...
made their own version of it in Mortal Kombat Deception.
That's right, they did. I forgot about that.
Mortal Kombat also made their own version of chess in Deception. And
Wait.
Mortal Kombat Racing.
Oh yeah, I remember the chest.
We
Oh,
do not mention.
Yes!
We do
I
not
forgot
speak.
about
We do not
that.
speak of MK racers.
No, okay,
Whoa,
so
whoa. Hold
No.
on a minute. You don't like MK Racers?
I do
No.
not like Motor Combat. No.
no one likes MK Racers. We're done with that. Anyways, but no, back to
Whoa.
Back to Mortal Kombat chess
We'll
though.
get to that. We'll get to that.
I forgot about Mortal Kombat chess. That was a fun fucking
that
game.
was.
Which one was that in?
It was in
a little-
Deception.
it was
Actually,
a
yeah,
little
that
mini
is kind of a puzzle elements in a
Yes,
way,
it is.
depending on the characters you pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it wasn't even. It was just a thing they put in Deception. It was like, here, play chess with Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, no, so like
'Cause-
fucking, you would move the chess pieces like chess pieces,
Yep.
in which they'd be like, you have Sindel as the queen, you know?
Okay.
And you could move Sindel to go attack this pawn that's like 30 spaces away and some shit.
Yeah.
And
But
guess
when you
what?
actually-
when you go to attack,
It goes into a full-on fight.
and guess what? If the
yeah.
pawn wins, the pawn took the queen.
Yes.
So the queen sacrificed herself for fucking nothing.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you still have to like legit fight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But the best way to win, make your best character the pawns,
Yeah.
because they will go first.
Right.
Yup.
Makes sense.
And also that means you have multiple chances.
But
Right.
however, though, pawns, they only get half the health.
Oh, that makes sense then.
So it's like, that's why you gotta choose your best character right there.
Yep.
Now
and-
they have half the health, but like with the queen, like do they keep the damage that's been done on the queen, or is it-
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Whatever
so
damage you do to these characters, it's permanent.
Okay.
Yup.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. Wait, I can't even, didn't Queen get like double the health or one?
It's been a long time since
So it's
I've
like a
touched.
little bit. It's a
touch
little
chess.
like Wizard's chess.
And considering I also lost my data on my GameCube memory card, I gotta do everything all over again.
Yeah, that's a hard pass for me,
That's
boss.
disappointing.
It's very-
Not for me.
But,
Not streaming's a thing. It's like, I got a reason to play these games again.
And then,
Yep.
There you
yeah,
go.
now that
Turn
we've covered,
mistakes into
we've
miracles.
covered most of his games except this last one here.
Oh yes,
One game that everyone should probably play in
At
their
this
life.
point,
the lovely orange box.
Ah, yes.
which came with Half-Life 2 Episode 2. Meh.
No, I like
It's
Half-Life
good, but
2.
for what we're talking about, no,
Yeah, it's irrelevant now.
One word.
Portal.
That is the reason we're talking about Large Box.
Ah,
One of the few puzzle
That's
games
the
that I
thing
have
that-
thoroughly enjoyed.
yes, the thing
It's a
that
quick one,
introduced
too.
us to the craziness that is Portal. It was only on this.
Love Portal. Love
Sure.
Portal 2 as
Portal
well.
2 is
Oh,
great
yeah.
as well, yeah.
The Portal 2 co-op mode. My next door neighbor and I, we used to play the Portal 2 co-op mode all the time. We actually got to the point where we started seeing if we could speedrun it. I think the fastest we got through co-op mode, all the stages, I think the best we did it in was like just over an hour.
Nice.
Like we were cooking that day. But yeah, no,
Nice.
the portal puzzles. I mean, great intelligent use of puzzles. Love the use of physics, and furthermore, it's a great voice cast.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I
The
mean,
humor.
Especially more when you get into the second game.
Yeah.
J.K. Simmons.
J.K. Simmons is Cave Johnson.
Thank you. I forgot the name of the character.
Even though this might hit us with a copyright, I want to do my favorite part of the Cave Johnson tapes. Are you
What's
ready?
that?
Please.
If you're doing an impression, they can't copyright you for
Yeah,
shit.
the impression is different.
All right.
Just go
so
ahead.
it goes like this. All right, today you're going to be testing something called repulsor gel. I got to be honest, we're not sure what element it's made out of, but it does not like the human skeleton. Also, just in case you're wondering, you're not in the control group. You get the gel. Last poor son of a gun got blue paint. Ah!
You know,
My
I
other
gotta be
favorite-
honest. I have played Portal 2, but not finished it.
Okay.
My other favorite
I
J.K.
eventually
bit is
need
the
to
lemon.
change that.
It's been since it came out since I played it, so I do have it on Steam though. I'll have to replay it. One of these
A
days.
fun puzzle game
Catherine,
Catherine's good. I have
I saw it on.
no.
I saw it on your
Oh,
phone.
oh,
I do
because-
own Catherine.
Actually, yeah,
Because
that
I'm
is a
going-
puzzle game, isn't it?
It is
Yes,
100% a
I
puzzle
forgot.
game.
I
It's
forgot that
100
was even a puzzle
Puzzle
game.
action dating
It
sim.
is 100% a puzzle game. That is for
Puzzle
sure.
action
But-
dating sim horror game.
Yeah.
But
pretty much,
oh
pretty
yeah,
much.
no, like you were looking at my phone and stuff, but it just happened like Catherine. No, I was gonna talk about a puzzle game that's fun, but story wise is overrated.
Braid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do.
Braid?
Yeah.
Well, Braid-
Time.
It was an
it's
indie game.
It's a time travel side scroller puzzle game. It's actually pretty clever.
Oh yeah.
The use of time travel to go backwards and forwards to get to different areas. It's actually quite clever.
Oh yeah. No.
And then, then the twist comes in.
Like game mechanic wise, I fucking love the game. It's fucking fantastic. But when it comes to its actual story, I could give two fucking shits.
And the same guy that made that also made The Witness,
Yes.
Nice.
which is an
Which that was also on this list.
yeah. It's basically like an island where you're going around doing these little puzzles to get through there. And there's like a little secret ending you can do if you solve this certain amount. Because there's also a challenge where you have to do like 50 puzzles in one sitting. If you fail one, it starts over.
Oof. That's,
However,
that's
yeah.
tough, buddy.
I
That's a
don't
tough
know
one.
if I can
That's-
handle
I never
that.
did that.
rough.
I never
That
got that
is.
far.
So what you're saying it's like doing the lightning trick from Final Fantasy X.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
God, the lightning trick. Oh, that Jesus Christ. Don't
But anyway.
remind me.
Well, I'm not familiar with the lightning trick about that.
So in order to get one,
It was
sorry.
What, Tidus's ultimate weapon?
If-
one of
yeah,
theirs.
If we're getting across, okay. So
It was
quick,
Lulu's,
so
actually.
Lulu's. Okay.
quick Badger, no, actually no, it was Titus.
Quick sidebar.
Was it
Yeah,
Tidus? All right.
quick Badger sidebar. So in order to get one of the crests in Final Fantasy X, or maybe it was, I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Either way, in order to get one of the crests in Final Fantasy X, you had to. You've played Final Fantasy X, right?
Only just a little bit. I
Okay.
have not,
You know the Thunder Plains.
no.
Okay, so in the
Actually, I've only just played Final Fantasy X once, and I haven't even done that much.
That's fine. We'll change that for you in the near future. Anyways, so in the Thunder Plains, there will be times when lightning strikes, and the screen will fucking tell you because you'll see a flash for a quick second. At that time, you have to press a button to dodge the lightning. If you get hit, you sometimes start a fight with random creatures and whatnot. But if you can dodge the lightning 100 times in execution,
200.
100 or 200 times in execution,
Does that have to be in a row?
in
Yeah.
a row.
In a row.
Oh.
Yeah.
100. You have to chain 100 consecutive dodges together.
It's
Yep.
pretty infamous in the Final Fantasy X's community. Let's
Yep.
put it that way.
But now Tara though, she's played this game so many fucking times. She can do it in her fucking sleep and keep doing it though. Literally, she's like, "Oh no, I'm telling you the point." Like literally, I gotta count over and over again. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and it's just she somehow does it every fucking time. I'm like, you know what? Good on you, girl. More power to you.
Right.
You got balls of lightning.
But anyways,
That's it.
Okay, that's all I need to know.
Yeah. So basically, 50 puzzles, win all of them in a row,
Yeah.
or be fucked.
Yep.
Got it.
It's the same.
Or,
Got it.
or if you somehow, there's also a secret ending to that game, because there was like a gate early on you can't access. There's only one way to do it, and to basically align sunbeams to shine a light on this gate. The gate unlocks like a low live action ending.
Nice. I love those.
not bad.
There's that one, and then other crazy indie puzzle games I've never played, but I've seen Limbo,
Limbo I played a little bit of. Or I beat Limbo.
Depression, the game.
Yeah, well, it's Darkness, the game. But
Yep.
Was that another indie game or?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, it's like a 2-hour. Like,
It's one of like those little
side-scrolling
side-scrolling
platformer.
platformer puzzles.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a puzzle game, I'd say. A platformer puzzle. Kind
Where
of
you
like.
run from a giant spider.
Yep.
Ross.
Yes, I did do that. I'm sorry. I am not sorry.
We are stuck in a small room. We
Yeah,
have
it was
nowhere to breathe.
Disgusting. Wow.
There's a
And
door.
it was already warm. It was already starting to get warm in here.
Nah, it's about to be worse.
Now we might want to just finish this up.
Now here's the puzzle. Escape from the fart.
Oh, God.
Okay, Steph.
Dear God, get me out of here!
All right.
Smell
I-
already?
Well, I guess I'll just die then.
I've made this podcast a puzzle now.
Okay. I have solved your puzzle. Step 1, I kill your ass. Step 2, I bury your ass. Step 3, I open that door and get the fuck out.
How are you gonna bury him through a solid hardwood floor?
I will make it work somehow.
No, you're gonna be like Kitty Pryde from the X-Men, phasing through the floor.
If I have to, I will. I will find that graphic glitch somehow. I will continually dodge roll into the corner until it helps me drag his fat ass down below 3
Yeah, I
levels.
remember that one kid who always no-clip to school. Those were good times.
I hate you. But
I do sometimes. Too.
I love you, but I hate you. But no, actually, fun fact, I actually did that at Horizon not long ago. Is I dodge rolled and went through the floor.
Nice.
Haven't had that yet.
Into the abyss.
No. Like, thank God it was only underneath one level, and I was able to dodge roll out.
Oh,
But
okay.
haven't been able to do it again since.
You know, one time I actually got a character stuck on the floor playing Lego Marvel superheroes.
That sounds.
I think I've
awesome.
shown you the footage of that.
You have not actually.
I haven't shown you the footage of that.
You'll have to show me after this.
I'll have to show you. Yeah, after we wrap this up.
But okay, so,
So what
wait,
do you
wait.
got here, Ross? I noticed you got some paper.
Oh yes, I had this printed out, or it's printed out. It's for a lovely PC game. It's on Steam and
Okay.
VR, PlayStation, and all them has it.
Yep.
It's a little game called Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes.
Ooh,
Bomb
nobody
defusal game.
explodes.
that looks
yeah,
like
it is-
fun.
So I know
it
a
is
little bit about this, but
Yes,
tell us.
it is
all.
for those who don't know, it's a bomb defusal game.
Ah,
Right.
yes.
It's 2-player.
It's 2 players.
I
That
thought
is
it was-
the
I thought it
manual.
was more than 2-player. Like
No, you can have more than 2 people play, but someone must be. Only one person has to defuse the bomb.
Okay.
Anyone else who wants to play has to use this.
The bomb defusal.
This is the manual. 23 pages in this thing.
So you have to constantly.
With
go
the exception
through
of
it.
these first 2.
So
And-
21 pages.
Yep, there's these. This kind of tells you what like the bomb looks like
Yep.
and what can happen. And then the modules. So each bomb will have a certain number of modules. This one tells you how to do some of them. Like I'll just go on the very first one.
Mhm.
Wires. They're simple wires. It says. So you have your little wires here.
Yeah.
Sometimes they'll have and then it has these things where how many certain wires,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's all these other conditions, and then so yeah, like the whole point of the wire thing is you have to cut a certain amount of wires, or a wire.
I fucking hate you.
I don't even smell it yet, dude.
I do.
I don't know how you couldn't. You're right in the line of
That's
fire.
what I'm trying to figure out.
And
Is
that's-
your
I don't
nose
smell it
clogged?
either. Maybe it just went this way.
Maybe.
Maybe I'm nose blind at the moment. I don't
Yeah.
know.
But no, like all like look at
Oh.
like there's another module. All these things, so many different modules.
We're lighting one of your candles when this is over.
Agreed.
It's in your car. But yeah, and all of these things. This is all the regular modules of the normal ones. Then as you progress through the game, there's what's called needy modules. And those modules is you have to physically keep an eye on it and do tasks on that specific one the entire time while you're defusing the other ones.
Wow.
Because if one of the needy modules goes bad, you're done. And if you fuck up on any of the modules, that's a strike.
Oh wow. So
Jeez.
basically, and then at that point, if you hit 3 strikes, you're dead.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Baseball
3
rules
strikes,
apply.
or if you don't finish everything in time, because each bomb also has a certain time limit.
Because it's a bomb.
Yes, some of them will be like 5 minutes, and you'll have like 2 things. As you get over, you'll have like the entire bomb covered in modules, and you only have 2 minutes to do everything.
Okay.
And some of the modules will be incredibly complicated. So it's a puzzle to figure out how to defuse a bomb, and it also requires communication between the 2 people playing.
I mean, communication is kind of like a puzzle in some ways.
Especially
anyway.
with some of the, like after this, you guys can go through all that and read these yourself just to read some of the conditions to have to defuse some of these modules. They are nuts.
Yeah, they get a little convoluted to say the
Oh,
least.
God,
Yeah.
yes.
It gets convoluted as Metal Gear Solid and Kingdom Hearts.
Wow, that's convoluted.
That's really convoluted.
Well, I guess let's end this with one last puzzle game. How about we just all state what our favorite puzzle game is? Do you think we can do this?
No.
Oh, that's a
How
tough.
about one of our favorite puzzle games? 'Cause-
Yeah, I think we could do
Yeah,
that.
one
At
of our
least
favorites.
one.
As long as it
Enjoy.
sticks with you in your heart. And for that one.
Yeah, so let's see. For me, one of the ones I do like a lot that we brought up already is Tetris Attack. I really like Tetris Attack a whole lot. But if I can bring up another one we haven't mentioned yet that is also Tetris related is Tetris Effect. It's a. Has anyone heard of that one?
Not
I
really.
It's a
can't
newer
say that I
one.
have.
I have not.
I think it
Well,
came out in 20.
There has been different variations of Tetra. It's like the most interesting one I think I've played of Tetris is this one called the Next Tetris. Forget the fact it's all called Online Edition.
Yeah.
One of the ways why I kind of find this one weird, it does have 2 different modes in it: New Tetris mode and Classic mode. Classic
Yeah.
mode is just basically like
Regular.
this Tetris, but this one, however, the blocks are a little different, and when you set a block, it's like solidifies is that specific color.
Yeah.
Well,
And the other colors will be different. Say for a minute you cleared one line or 2. If one color was different than the other,
Yeah.
all right, that block is going to slip down regardless and
Yeah.
go under.
It actually follows physics.
Yes.
Oh, speaking. So you said online. He had another one we didn't mention.
Ah,
didn't he?
Tetris
Tetris 99.
Which
Yeah.
technically
Tetris Battle Royale.
Yeah.
Yes. I have yet to
played that
actually
one.
I have yet to actually touch this myself
It
yet.
was
really?
funny when that
It's
game
pretty
came
good.
out and it was like at a high.
I probably played a little bit more Puyo Puyo Tetris than this.
Okay.
But it was funny watching some of the footage where you had some old grannies take on the 12-year-old kids, and the 12-year-old kids were losing,
Right.
like easily losing to these grandmas. It was hilarious.
I mean, when you grow up playing Tetris, you're gonna know how to play Tetris.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
As for Tetris Effect, though, it's hard to explain, but it really is it's like a music-based puzzle game in some ways. It really incorporates music and like visual effects. It's hard to explain. It's just a very unique Tetris. It's by the guys that made the game Luminous. Has anyone played that one?
Nope.
I've heard of it.
Very good game.
I believe I have, but I'm brain farting right
Yeah.
now. So let's say no.
Okay, so that game, as a side note, that's also another one of my favorites too. Is you have to create squares based on 2 separate colors, depending on what the skin is, like the theme of the level. Each skin is like a different song, and yeah, very good game. The guy who made Luminous made Tetris. So those are some of my favorite games. What about you, Kelly? What are some of your favorite puzzles that we haven't mentioned yet?
Well, I'll be honest, I never really got into puzzles as a genre. But for me, the one that I do love, I gotta go with the OG Tetris.
Okay.
OG Tetris. I used to have it on one of the first cell phones that I had when I was a teenager, and I used to play that so much that I actually got pretty good at Tetris. So, like if playing Tetris, you notice that every stage it gets a little bit faster.
Sure. Yeah.
And once you get past, like say stage 10, it gets really fast.
Oh, it gets stupid. Yeah.
My personal best, I made it all the way to stage 17.
Okay.
Nice.
At which point the blocks are just flying down, and you just gotta hope to God you can find a place to put them.
Yeah. You almost have to think like a couple moves in advance.
You really do. At that point, you really have to
look at what your next.
You have to
block is.
really look at what the next blocks are, so you can start planning your moves in advance. And
Sometimes that planning in advance can be really hectic in your brain.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that's probably OG Tetris is near and dear to my heart. Is probably my favorite.
You can never really go wrong with OG Tetris.
Sin, what about you?
I got like a top 3, and I could be even wrong with one of them, but
Okay.
so the one I'm gonna say was probably one of my favorites growing up, and the reason this is the one I'm saying might be wrong is because I've actually been in this discussion before with other people. I was saying this wasn't a puzzle game, and they were like, "No, it is." And they explained to me how it is. I'm like, "Well then,
What is it?
Oddworld, Abe's Odyssey."
That's definitely a puzzle. That's like a
Puzzle platform.
platform.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I grew up with the Oddworld franchise. I fucking love the Oddworld franchise. Hell, I bought the fucking remake because why not?
I haven't played any of them, but I've heard they're good.
Oh, they're so good.
He actually had me try the HD version
I'll
first.
have to try it out one
Yeah.
of these days.
It's funny, and it's funny in the original one you can make little, because between platforming you had to save your little buddies, and then the way to do that to make it fun with them, follow me.
Yeah.
Hello.
Go,
Okay.
go, stay. Fuck it. Go fuck
follow
yourself.
me. And
That was a command?
Yeah, well,
No.
the command is
Fart.
The command is a fart sound or like a spit at you sound.
Yeah.
Like, well, you could literally actually do farts in that game.
Yeah.
And if you got enough of your Madokans to fart, if you fart on a bunch of them, they'll fart on each other and they'll fight and end up killing themselves.
Now,
wow.
there's actually 2 endings to Abe's Odyssey / Abe's Exodus. There's 2
Depending on how many Madokans you got.
Yeah, no, like, see, if you save all the Madokans, you get the good ending.
Sure.
If even one of them you don't save, you get the bad ending.
Oh, wow. So you really have to be
Well, there's
on
the
it.
really bad ending if you kill all of them.
Oh yeah. No, I'm sorry. So there's 3. Okay. No, so there's the bad ending and the you're fucked ending.
Yeah.
And which essentially ends all the same, but with the you're fucked ending
Yeah.
is the Madokans that you couldn't save or the ones you killed all and stuff, they betray you.
Wow.
They send you to a meat grinder.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
No,
some kind
so-
of a dark ending for a kid's game.
Yeah.
Or if there's the
no,
one-
so this game was meant to talk about how it was basically a what's the best word to put it? A geopolitical game in the and in the sense of like all these mass meat factories killing the planet, taking all the animals and whatnot to the point of extinction and whatnot. So basically, fuck KFC the game. I'm not even exaggerating.
Wow,
And
okay.
because like you're starting out as Abe, who is a servant in this company who's just washing the floors up and down and whatnot, and you have the big corporate bigwigs, which by the way, they're all wearing suits and they all have a cigar in
Of
their
course,
mouth.
right.
It's fucking amazing. Though I think they changed the cigar in the remake because smoking.
Yeah.
But even though it's like, but they're the bad guys, why not let them smoke? But
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
So so the corporate bigwigs are like, we're losing money in our stock prices and whatnot because we ran this one creature that we turned his snacks to extinction. You know what? All the Madokans, let's turn them into a treat. Yeah, cannibalism.
So Soylent Green, basically.
Yeah, essentially. And so fucking your job is get the fuck out of there.
Right.
Because you walked in on their meeting and they're like, holy shit, someone hurt us. Go get them.
Yeah.
So get the fuck out of there and take all the Madokans with you.
Yeah.
And then when you finally leave, go back and get more Madokans.
Okay.
And then there's Munch's Odyssey, which is kind of the same thing, but
Was
Abe
it a
held
sequel?
out. Yeah, it was a sequel on the original Xbox only.
Okay.
And then they remade it and brought it to multi-platform.
Okay.
Or actually, maybe it was multi-platform, but I don't remember. Either way. And then there was Stranger's Wrath, which was a first-person shooter.
Yeah, I played that
What
one
the-
actually.
Yeah, it was a complete jump, but I fucking loved that game too.
Yeah, I played a little. It was really weird.
No, like it's an open
That was on Xbox, right?
Xbox and PlayStation.
That was on PlayStation.
Yeah,
Okay.
at least that I can remember.
Okay.
But no, so I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm trying to make it fast. You know what? We'll talk about that later. My other favorite games when we're talking Tetris, that Yoshi one I told you about earlier. Which one was
Tetris Attack.
Tetris Attack, and
Everyone loves Tetris Attack.
fuck, what was my third favorite puzzle game? Fuck it. If I remember, I'll say it later. You guys go next.
Well, for me, the Dr. Mario franchise, Bust a Move, and Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo, which I'm probably going to be playing a lot more of this eventually.
There you go.
Because,
Stream it.
well, the reason I say that, you guys did see Capcom's announcement, right?
Yes,
Yep.
I was pretty excited
Yeah.
about that.
Surprising that this is going to be on the Capcom Fighters collection that's coming
it doesn't
out.
really belong on there, but whatever. It's a
Well-
nice bonus.
Technically, since it is kind of fighting-ish, so
It's
it
a
makes
puzzle
sense.
fighting, I
Yes.
guess.
Well, I'm
Kind
actually
of like-
surprised they're going more with the OG one instead of the HD remix that they
Yeah.
released a while ago.
That was actually kind of surprising too, but whatever. That one's not readily available, so.
Now, you see, I didn't watch it, but you told me everything in the chat, so that's all I needed to know.
Yes.
Yeah. It's basically Darkstalkers and Friends, the collection. So, it's like
Yeah.
half the collection is Darkstalkers, which is I'm fine with. Darkstalkers is cool.
Yep. What's it? Oh, I remember now. Professor Layton. That's what it was.
Ah!
Yeah. Yeah, that's it for my 3 puzzle games.
There you go.
What about you, Ross?
I mean, I enjoy them. Most people don't consider them puzzle games. I consider them a puzzling game. The Punch-Out games.
They kind of have
Mike
puzzle-esque
Tyson's and Super.
elements.
I never played the one for Wii, but
Well,
Mike Tyson's and the one and Super Punch-Out.
You do have to like analyze their facial features and movements in order
Figure
to
out
know
which
when to
way you can
attack.
hit them.
Yeah.
Because I know like some of the most challenging ones for a lot of people in the original Mike Tyson's, a lot of people could not get past Bald Bull.
The rematch of Bull was really tough.
Which
Well,
one?
this
Which
guy-
one was he?
He was the Turkish guy, bald Turkish guy,
The
Okay.
mustache.
who did the little charge thing at you.
Yeah, I
And he
remember
was
that.
bald if you couldn't tell.
Obviously. But the first time, like when he starts doing his little rush, well, there's not really much way you have to dodge. But if you only dodge, you're going to lose. There's a way to actually smack him in the gut while he's doing that, and it instantly knocks him down. But the problem is getting the timing.
Yes.
Yeah,
However-
to go further in depth on this, I would recommend everyone check out the channel Summoning Salt on YouTube. He's actually done several of the speedrun videos for Punch-Out and Super Punch-Out, and he actually goes in depth of what it takes to actually have an optimum strategy for each fight.
Yeah.
Well, I know, but I eventually figured out there is a way. If you can't figure out the timing just on your own, there is a nice little tink. Or if you ever play Mike Tyson's Punch-Out or Punch-Out with Mr. Dream, same thing, but they took Mike Tyson out. If you're ever doing that, pay attention to the top right corner when you're facing a bull. There will be a camera flash. When the camera flash goes off, hit him, and you'll win. And then there's the rematch with him later in the game, and the only way to actually hit him is to use your star punch. The only way you can actually get a hit on him and knock him down is using that.
Why is that?
Normal attacks just don't work on him.
Because one, as you play, the games get stronger.
Yeah.
Like certain rematches, and then there's the easiest ones with there's Glass Joe, which just swing at him,
Yeah.
and then then there's guys like Great Tiger, where at one point he does a little
Yeah, he makes literal magic.
yes, and you have to like block it each time until he goes. So basically, he's dizzy. When he's dizzy, punch him. He's down.
Yeah.
You know, I'm still listening, I'm understanding, and I'm remembering a lot of the shit you're saying. But now all I can think about is Abe's Odyssey, and I'm like, wow, when I go home, I'm going to keep playing Horizon, but when I'm done, I'm going to play some Abe's Odyssey.
Hey, did anyone else notice that we lost our host?
No,
Yeah,
we didn't lose him. He
He's
just shrunk
quiet.
down.
He's just quiet. He's just quiet.
He's just small right now.
He disappeared.
No,
But we
It's
kind
the
of
puzzle room.
we kind of need him to, if we're ending the show.
I mean, we can last a few minutes longer.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we
or for the Patreon, we can leave dead air for a few minutes. Just
Wait. I know how we fill this.
Now's your chance to
Call
get
my
us.
name?
no.
Oh, look, he's back.
Oh, I'm
back.
What are you doing
Well,
here?
apparently that music summoned him back.
Yes.
Well, damn.
I have
Okay,
been
so
summoned.
now we know. Don't ever play that music again.
Exactly.
No, we were just like, our host disappeared, so we need you to wrap this up for us.
Yeah, well, I am back, and I have to say this has been a fun episode, but I think that our time is up.
Our time is up.
And I think we need to not sing a goodbye song like on a lot of other kids' shows.
No.
No?
I'll just,
No.
I think we should just end this.
I think.
I think
I don't
I'll,
know
just
the way
wrap,
to-
I'll just wrap this up with We will see you all again next time on All Games in the Basement.
It's over, yeah.
Game over, yeah.
Can you finally do a puzzle with me?
No.
Please. I want to do a puzzle with you.
We already said,
gone.
Hank, the show's over. Get out.
Show's over, Hank.
Come on, Hank. You're drunk.
Go home. Go home.
Go home, Hank. You're drunk.
Just go home.
I'm just so lonely. I just want to do a puzzle.
Just
That's fine. You can do a puzzle, but
Just
we're
do-
not going to do it with you.
Well, I mean, can you at least can you play a puzzle game I recommend?
Which one?
What is it?
Can you play NFL 2007?
No!
Go. Go.
Get out.
Get out.
Okay, bye.
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 Well, everyone, I hope you enjoyed this.
All
Take
right,
care.
The end of the audio.